some more tactics. Tactics are really important, and it's just a matter of practicing before you get really, really good. I am on the Lichess Tactics site, and there's several of us who are in the Backyard Professor fan club at Lichess. I'm not trying to advertise that. It's kind of embarrassing someone did that, but thank you. That's very kind. But it is going to be a fun group to where we can get together on Lichess and play some chess and study some tactics and all that. In the meantime, I'm discovering other tactics that I want to share with you as I learn through this process as well. So here we have a situation where the black pieces are fighting the white. Really? We're talking chess profundities here, people. All right, knock it off. I hear snickering in the back there. Okay, look. Black's queen has just taken the bishop on f6. We're kind of fairly in the opening. And black has taken the bishop. What is the best recourse for white? So look this over, pause the video, quit cheating using your chess apps and chess computers to find the answer and do the analysis. Do it yourself, because you don't get to use those in the tournaments and in the chess clubs. So, and I'll be right back, or actually you will, because I'm not going to pause the video. I just keep right on going. You guys pause, study, and then come back. All right, now, this situation is really a dramatic one. There is a lot of arguing in the center. It's somewhat filled up, sort of locked. Not really, well, not locked, closed. It's tight, a lot of traffic. So, what did white do about this? He went to knight, not d4, you moron, d5. Knight d5. Right in the heart of the center, hitting the queen. Because that queen took a bishop, so that queen deserves to be attacked, right? This is the idea. Queen simply just bumped over to g6, hitting a target, keeping her eye on the center, but she's got a target there, right? But now observe what white does. Knight takes c7. A good little fork tactic. Hopefully there's not a tactic where he forks the king and the queen, because I missed one of those in my videos, and you guys have let me know it. Good on you. Yeah, baby. Keep a sharp eye out. Are there any other tactics that I'm going to miss? Nope, there is no tactic for the queen this time. Drats. But at least I got the one for the rook. So that's it. Check, and then he gets the rook. So that's an important... with tactics, the real fun tactics are the knight forks, but they also are the trickiest and the most devious, and you can miss those way easier than a lot of other tactics. So I'll show a few of those in this next series of tactics. In the meantime, hang on, I'll get another tactic up for you. All right, this is kind of a nifty little tactic to keep in mind. In response to black pushing f4, the queen was here. White put the queen over here on b3. She moves straight across. So from this point, what would black's best move be? You can see they're even material, 4 pieces and 4 pieces, 3 pawns. Oh, and black has more pawns though. But pieces wise, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Black is down a piece. Sorry, I should pay attention to these kind of details. So white, it makes sense. White wants to do that and exchange down because black is behind. So that's a pretty good attack move. How would you respond as black? Pause the video and get back here with me just as quick as you can. No eating popcorn during the break, please. All right, welcome back. In response to queen b3, black, interestingly enough, saw a nifty tactic. He went ahead and exchanged the queen. Because what happens here is, When the knight takes the queen, it lost the support for that knight, and so black got a knight out of that exchange, and that is not a consequence that white wanted. Now they're even with piece material. Even though white has the 2 rooks, black did a nifty little tactic there. So the thing about tactics is, and I have to practice this constantly, I still suck at it, but I'm working on it, you've got to look at every piece and every possible option with tactics. All right, hang on, I've got another tactic to show you. Okay, we have another very interesting tactical puzzle. My wife just told me I should comb my hair out, and I told her, I'm the backyard professor, I don't comb my hair out. And she goes, yeah, you look kind of silly, so... The backyard professor is supposed to be messy, right? All right, that's enough shenanigans. Come on, we've got to get serious. Well, I mean, at least we've got to look closely at some chest. Is my hair okay? I've got to look good for the camera. Yeah, shut up and do the tactic, man. Okay, look. White has just moved to c4, hitting the bishop. The bishop pair, black has the bishop pair, and they're both charging right at that king. That's potent. That is potent. And the rook has a partial open file. He can come up to here, bump over. The queen is in here too. So white appears to be drumming up some defense by attacking the offense, right? That's what it looks like. So in response to that knight c4, look this over carefully, pause the video, and come back and let me know what the best move was. And I'll show you what I found. Oh, hey, I don't have to pause the video. This is where I keep... Hold on, I'm going to take a... You're still on pause anyway. You're not seeing any of this. You guys are looking at the video. All right. Good to have liquid. All right, now, where was I? So knight c4. What does black do? Well, he does the positively a shocking move and takes h2. Yowza! That's probably what white was suspecting, is there was going to come an attack, some kind of a bishop sacrifice. But instead of mamby-pambying around, opening this up for the queen to come and get him, what he did was he pushed b4, right? Now, black has another tactical shot. Blam! Exchange the guardian knight on the king's side and goof up the pawn structure, which is precisely what happened. g3, you have to retake because it is against the king, and now black comes up to queen h6 fundamentally because there's going to be a vicious discovered check here going on, yeah? So rook comes up to b2. He's got his 8th rank covered. He wants to be able, if nothing else, push those pawns real quick so he has control over here, if possible. So he does push the rook to b2. And now, yeah, bishop to d6, discovered check, right? King comes up to g2 out of check. Queen comes to h2 check. King bumps to f1. And now, to seal the king's fate, black moved the pawn to here, covering that escape square. So you can see it's a foregone conclusion. Knight takes the bishop at d6, but it's too little too late. Queen simply goes checkmate. So that is a groovy little tactic, once again, seeing the lanes open for a kingside attack and how to do it. So hang on tight. I have another real cool little tactic to show you. I'll be right back. No, really, I will. Okay, let's do another tactic. In this particular situation, white pushed pawn to b5. What is black's response to that pawn push? Pause the video and then come right back and see what I found. In the meantime, I'm going to have some popcorn. Okay, welcome back. In response to the pawn push, hitting the pawn, black doubled up his rooks by putting the rook to e7. Yeah? Very interesting move. White went ahead and took the pawn. Now he's got a passed pawn. He's got a beautiful center pawn chain. Got a passed pawn. He's going to get ready to push that pawn like a bat out of heck. Yeah? Because he's got a reverse Alcan gun backing it, man. Now's the time for him to push the pawn. Does black freak out about that? No. What black does is, black takes this pawn here, central pawn, hitting the queen. And now the queen takes the rook, and the rook takes the queen. And you ask, why did the queen have to take that rook? Once again, our nemesis, two rooks up here, the back rank checkmate. Yeah. So white lost his queen, and black ended up winning. So, hang on, I have yet another tactical situation with which we shall puzzle over. This is kind of an interesting tactic as well. In this tactic, white just played rook to d1, grabbing the open file. Yeah, baby. Always a good move. However, black has a great tactical shot in this position. Can you spot it? Pause the video, see if you can find it. Come right back and I'll show it to you. All right, welcome back. Hey, share some of that popcorn with me, will you? Just throw it through the screen there. I'll catch it as it comes out my lens. Yeah, you know, physics of Star Trek. Yeah, we're not there yet. All right, fine. I do have a smartphone, though. A dummy working with a smartphone. Boy, I'll tell you what. Look at this. He pushes a5, hitting the bishop. And now the bishop has to go back. And black wins a piece. Nice little tactical shot, isn't it? All right, hang on. I have another one for you. No joke, no kidding. All right, now this little jewel of a tactical puzzle is going to test your mettle. This is a fun one. It's complex. There is a lot going on in this cotton picking puzzle. In this position, you'll want to study this for a few minutes to see. If you want to go ahead and cheat and imagine it makes you great and use a chess app or a chess computer, you go right ahead. But if you want to learn something, try this on your own. It's worth it, I promise. White played queen takes rook at f5. So what is black's best move? Pause the video and have fun looking at this one. All right, welcome back. Here we are. What happened was the bishop took g2, check to the king, and the king responded by taking the bishop. And now once again, our friend, the trusty knight, takes the pawn, check, forking both the queen and the rook. So you can take your pick, queen or rook. Alrighty, I told you that one was going to be a fun one, right? I have another one. Don't go away yet. We're not done. Tactics need to be studied. I'll be right back. Okay. Here is a wonderful, fun tactical puzzle. White just played knight to b1. Interestingly enough, what is black's best response. Pause the video, see if you can figure it out, and come right back. I'll show you. Black went knight to d4, check. And king came to f2. And now can you see it? It's another knight fork. Knight to d3, check, and forking the rook. So black gets the rook after all, and he's going to be able to queen that pawn. Instead of taking the knight and then getting the queen taken, he gets the rook and he gets the queen. Nice little tactic. All right, hang on. I have one last tactic for this video, and then I've got a grandmaster game I'm chomping at the bit to show you. All right. Okay, one last tactic for this video. This one is an involved one. It's a complicated one. It's a very interesting one. White has just moved his knight to b1. What does black respond with? I'll give you a hint. Seriously. Think targets. Targets and tactics, man. They go together. There's no question. But you got to look at every piece. What would your most valuable target here be besides the king? Because he's pretty much protected. That's the hint I'll give you. Pause the video. Look it over. Come right back. All right, welcome back. What black did was bishop e4, target, hitting the queen, right? So queen doesn't want to get taken, so she comes to c4, and now knight goes to d3, hitting the rook, target, also threatening to take the queen. The queens could exchange, but it's not going to be to white's advantage to exchange the queens at this point. So the queen takes a6. And now knight, of course, gets the rook, and he's a rook up. But that's not the end of the story. This thing keeps going. That's what is so interesting. If the rook takes the knight, takes over the file, black takes the rook with his queen. Yeah? And the bishop, of course, will jump at the chance to take that queen. And now black comes up here, kablam! Check to the king, and he's got a target. The bishop comes down here to block the check. And instead of that knight being the target that he takes this knight here as his target. And now, if I remember right, let me see. Bishop f1, bishop takes f3. Oh yes, it's at this point, black has 5 pieces, white has 3, and I think he's got compensation for the lost queen. So that's quite an interesting run of events, because, and part of his compensation, without question, are the 2 rooks and the open file, and he's going to try to dominate the 7th and the 8th ranks. He's got to protect this back rank, though, from a back rank checkmate. So if he doesn't bump up and get a escape hatch for his king, then this rook's going to have to stay home and do stuff from here while this rook wreaks havoc. Yeah? Alrighty. That's it with tactics for now. I've got some Grandmaster games I want to go through with you and show you the full games. Thanks for watching my Backyard Professor Chess videos. I hope you're getting something out of them. They're a lot of fun to do. I do have more tactics videos in the process of being made right now. But I'm going to take a quick break from tactics. I'm going to look at some more Grandmaster games. So I will see you guys in the next video if you're being good, wise, clever, kind, and useful. Boy, is that a vague list, right? See you guys next video.